Ketanji Brown Jackson is inching closer to becoming the first black female Supreme Court justice.
That's right. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Joe St. George joins us live with an in-depth look to her path to nomination. Joe, good morning. Question one. Jackson is expected to be confirmed this week. When would she actually start the job serving on the Supreme Court?
Yeah, would not officially take over until the summer. Justice Stephen Breyer, who is retiring, he's the reason that there's a vacancy and a confirmation process in the first place. He's made clear that he would like to stay on the court and finish this term. Obviously, some opinions, some rulings need to come out. We expect her first major cases to be heard in October. But we have this image, which I think is very powerful, which we could show on screen, of the two and soon to be three black justices on the Supreme Court, and Thurgood Marshall first, Clarence Thomas currently serving there. Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, of course, would be the first black female justice, fulfilling the pledge of President Biden to have the high court look a bit more like America. But waking up this morning, South Texas, you're asking yourself, all right, what does this do to impact me? The reality is conservatives still have the majority on the high court, and they're going to for the foreseeable future. This isn't going to change the balance when it comes to those big controversial cases involving many Texas laws, which we've seen in front of the Supreme Court in recent years. But again, Judge Jackson's confirmation to Justice Jackson is really on cruise control at this point. We don't expect any Republican senators from Texas to vote for the judge, but Senator Romney of Utah, Senator Murkowski of Alaska, Senator Collins of Maine, those three Republicans, they joined 50 Democrats yesterday in advancing the nomination.
And Joe, has all talks been quieted about Jackson's, if she's qualified to be taking over this position over others that may have been in line?
Yeah, obviously there are a handful of conservative senators who have issues with the judge's background. Some have called her a radical pick, but it hasn't moved the Democrats and moderate Democrats around the country. Senator Joe Manchin, how many mornings have we talked about him defecting from the Democratic Party? He's not defecting on this issue. He's staying right with President Biden. Same with vulnerable senators in places like Arizona and Nevada who are up for re-election this year. So all 50 Democrats poised to vote for Judge Jackson, and that's all she needs. A simple majority is all that is needed. I expect her final confirmation to happen either on Thursday or Friday, depending on timing in the United States Senate.
There are other topics you're keeping your eye on, Joe. Let's look at health care now. The House of Representatives passed a $35 cap on insulin last week. What are the chances in that becoming law?
Yeah, talk about a big issue in Texas that we've been following for years, the price of insulin. If you're someone who suffers from diabetes or has a friend suffering from diabetes, we know there's a lot of winter Texans, if you will, who come to the Corpus Christi area for health care. We have some facts we can share with you of just how expensive it has become. According to the Kaiser Foundation, anywhere between $3,000 to $1,000 a month for people with insurance, by the way. That's the cost of insulin. In the House, last week they passed a bill that would cap insurance copays, so people with insurance at $35 a month. But there was plenty of opposition. It was hardly unanimous, even though some Republicans did cross the aisle. Again, the ultimate question, can this become law? Could something like this reach President Biden's desk? In the U.S. Senate, there is a bipartisan conversation taking place. Democrats and Republicans seeing, can they do anything to limit the impact on America's population that has diabetes? And it's sizable, 10%, one estimate of Americans who need insulin. So big issue for a lot of families. There's a conversation, a bipartisan conversation on Capitol happening to discuss it. We'll see if anything actually advances, though, in the coming weeks and months.
$1,000 for insulin. That is insane. Joe, thank you so much for your time today.
We look forward to speaking with you again next week.